Holy shit, we're live.
Hi everyone, my name is Pantry. Today, we're just going to go ahead and get started with the second panel. So I would like to begin by introducing myself. My name is Ben Walker, and I'm a sophomore studying marketing at the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. The purpose of the second panel today is going to be to highlight and learn more about the great work students are doing on their campuses and by number across the state. I'll go ahead and ask the panelists to introduce themselves and tell more about the program that they represent.
Hello everyone again. My name is Stephanie Ramirez. I am from John Brown University in Townsend, Arkansas. I am a junior in the psychology program. I am representing the Service Park Community Pantry, where I'm the manager there. And basically we tend to our commuter students, so people who commute to and from school and who don't live on campus. We have a pantry dedicated to them because, like we read in our last panel, needs are hunger and just providing aid and food to students has increased over time, and so we were established in 2019, and actually going into 2021. And so being a part of this program has honestly been such an eye-opening experience, because I didn't realize that in my small college, in my small community, there was like a need for, there's a big need for people who just didn't have enough to eat. There were married couples who were just living on like ramen, and so like no one should deserve to go hungry. No one should have to think about like, where am I going to get my next meal? Something my mom used to say to me growing up was, people need us to pay them their best, and he was saying like, without food, like the word will stick. So I'm really passionate about making sure that these students and the commuters of my college have something to eat, even if it's just like a little snack for finals, or if it's a hot meal. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Riley Walford and I'm a junior biology major at Arkansas State University in Jonesboro. I'm here today to represent the A-State Food Pantry. The A-State Food Pantry was opened in 2015 and we are open every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We are organized and ran by volunteer A-State along with our 60 student volunteers, and our mission is to serve students, staff, and faculty with the necessary items to sustain a healthy and productive lifestyle. Students come to the pantry and fill out a form that we have, check off the items they want, and the volunteer will pack their bag for them. It's completely anonymous. The only numbers that we track are the number of individuals served and the number of households served. We offer a variety of canned and boxed goods, as well as frozen items, hygiene products, and coats in the winter. From August of 2021 to now, we have served 2,733 individuals, which is a 206% increase from last year. I got involved with the ASAP Food Pantry because I saw the need for volunteers, and I thought it would be an easy and fulfilling way to give back to the ASAP community.
Hey everyone, my name is Haley Davis. I'm from the University of Arkansas. My major is criminal justice and anthropology. I've been with our food pantry for about 2 years now. I began as a volunteer, and I saw that I had an interest there, so I started part-time work. The Georgia Food Pantry is open to all of our students, faculty, and staff. We have an application and food request forms completely online. All payments are anonymous and non-contact, so that all of our users can have the most discretion when ordering. Our food pantry is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4 p.m. Throughout 2021, the Georgia Food Pantry held 639 individuals, all of which are affiliated with UALR. 326 of those were students, 267 were staff, and 46 were faculty. We mainly see our undergraduate and graduate students utilizing our pantry. I personally got involved with the food pantry because in the past I've seen my friends and family who had food needs that went unmet. So my first year when I began volunteering, I saw that I had an interest and a passion in really getting involved with individuals that I knew had a need, and so I've been working there ever since.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ranisha Hurd, and I'm a senior at the University of Arkansas at Time Love, majoring in rehabilitation services with a concentration in biology and food medicine. The Lions Cabin and Pantry is located in the Air Greenhouse, which is also in the new science building across the street from the Child Development Center on the second floor. Our pantry is operated by UAPB Collegiate 4-H Club, which I, myself, and Samaya are members of. And our advisor is Ms. Tiki Hunt, who is over there. The survey was done in the spring semester of 2015, and the pantry started in 2016. The fiscal agent is the Jefferson County 4-H Foundation, because to be a member of the Arkansas Food Bank Network, you have to have a 501c3 sponsor, and the UAPB Foundation will not sponsor us. From the survey, the pantry was started for students only, but around the year 2017, 2018, the Collegiate 4-H Club voted to open it up to employees as well, realizing that we have a lot of employees making only minimum wage that could benefit them as well. The pantry is open every second and fourth Thursday of each month from 11 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. We serve approximately 30 to 40 individuals and families each distribution. We have each person fill out the Lions Cabinet Food Pantry intake form on paper, and it's also a barcode on our flyer, which students, faculty, and staff can take a picture of, and the link will pop up as soon as you take a picture of it, and you can fill out the form online as well. And on the form, it asks if you are a student, if you live on campus, if not, are you a faculty or staff member, and it asks how many people are in the household, and if it's their first time using the pantry, or if they are active in the military or a veteran. We have drive-through, canned goods, and toiletry items, which is reserved for students only. The reason why I started to volunteer for the pantry is because I want to be of assistance to students who need things on campus that they feel that they don't have access to off campus.
Good evening. My name is Shania Thompson, and I'm a freshman at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and I am majoring in human science. I want to get involved with the food pantry because I want to be more involved with helping out on campus and assisting those in need. This was a good opportunity to promote the importance of food health and to instill people that they're told that they are not alone and that they have responsibilities to do on campus.
Hello, my name is Shania Thompson. I'm a graduating senior attending Columbia Smith College, and I am an honor student that helps out with the Pantry and Fresh Market at Columbia Smith College. Our mission is to address food insecurity and food justice for students, staff, and faculty in need within our communities. As of fall 2019, There were 1,010 students enrolled at Belinda Smith College, and approximately 860 of our current students come from families whose income is below the federal poverty line. The Pantry and Fresh Market is around to support any culinary need due to their economic conditions during their time at the institution. The Pantry and Fresh Market is ran by students. Our assistant director is Ellison is here today, and she assists us along with our main director, Shania Thompson, but it's supposed to be ran by students for students. It's an open door policy for students to come in and get items as they need, not only perishable items, but hygiene items and things of that nature. Also, the Pantry is exposed to students through our newsletter that is sent out weekly and through our different social media platforms. The Pantry has support not only the students and faculty of our own president. It was built during the pandemic, and it was really popular during the seasons of Thanksgiving and Christmas and breaks, and that's what it's for students to know that they are supported during hard times and they can't necessarily lean on their family members or people that they're dependent on. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Bree Roden. I serve as the chair for the Jane B. Gerhardt Full Circle Food Pantry at the University of Arkansas Fayetteville campus. I'll refer to it as Full Circle because the name's a mouthful. But I'm a senior, graduate in May, studying supply chain management and non-profit studies. And the Full Circle Food Pantry was founded in 2011 to celebrate 11 years. And in the first month of being open, we served about 12 household members. And current day, we serve between 700 to 800 household members a month. We serve anyone at the University of Arkansas or UAMS that's affiliated. So that can be student, staff, faculty, even if it's a third-party company that was hired by the university, they're all welcome to use us. We are a safe resource for our international students as well. And we provide a 3 to 4 day supply of food and hygiene items and that they can pick up twice a week. We're open 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we have really odd hours. But we also provide mobile services on Tuesday and Friday where we deliver to satellite locations around campus. We also have a locker system so that clients can come pick up outside of our regular hours. We provide a lot of services like SNAP application assistance, and we have a community garden. We have Cooking Matters classes, which really help our students. And I first got involved with Full Circle, I wanted to volunteer some because I didn't volunteer my first semester of college. I thought I couldn't handle it, and so I started volunteering, and I've just been there ever since. I've held a few different positions, and now I'm here. Since March 2021, we have served 8,941 household members over this past year.
Hi, I'm Katie Lothman. I'm the chair for Razorback Food Recovery at the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. My program is a little bit different. It's not a food pantry. We are a student-led volunteer organization that collects the food that was prepared in our dining halls on campus, but wasn't eaten by the students who have meal plans. So before our far's existence, all that food just went into a dumpster and then made its way to the tawny town of Fayetteville. But thanks to the initiative of the students who came before me, we now take that food and divert it to people who are hungry instead of throwing it in the trash. So we have a lot of community partners like the Homeless Center in Fayetteville and Salvation Army. But thanks to a partnership with a local church, the St. Paul's Episcopal Church, we're now able to actually package that food into small meals that could fit in like a dorm mini fridge, and that can be microwaved to bring them back to campus and give to students who are already participating in this food system to make it a more circular process. So I'm a biological engineering major who's graduating this May, and I actually got involved in Razorback Food Recovery because by nature I am a problem solver,
And there's like two problems going on simultaneously. There's excess food that could be eaten by humans, perfectly good and nutritious, and then there's hunger. And so I wanted to get involved in the process that like connects these two problems to create a solution.
Thank you all for introducing yourselves and providing us a great place to your programs. So now we're going to go ahead and transition to share more about the innovations that you all have created and the successes you guys have experienced within your programs. So I'll go ahead and invite Riley from Arkansas State University to talk first.
So one of the things that Arkansas State University is most proud of is our campus involvement. We have a variety of programs hosted by Volunteer Aid State to get the community involved, get them aware about the student security that goes on right on their campus. Some of these include our Build a Freezer campaign. That is where we send a small donation request to students, staff, and alumni. And we use the money raised to purchase Thanksgiving-themed food, so a frozen turkey or ham, mashed potatoes, pie filling, that kind of thing. And we fill these items with our Thanksgiving break boxes that we give out the week before Thanksgiving break, since we're not open during break. We also have our Strike Out Hunger Drive. This is where students with meal plans can use their Flex dollars and donate them. Flex dollars is what we use at like the Chick-fil-A on campus, the Starbucks on campus, things like that, so that those students without meal plans can experience the Flex, get their favorite drinks at Starbucks, that kind of thing. We also have our grocery giveaway, which we recently started. This is where 2 applicants are selected each month and after the year to receive a $50 grocery gift card to purchase the food items that they want. Because we are a food pantry, realistically we can't have every food item that people may want or to accommodate their dietary restrictions. So this gives them a chance to purchase those items that we may not have. And then any applicants who aren't selected roll over into the next month. And then we also have our supermarket week, which is during our homecoming week, registered student organizations or Greek organizations will create structure based on the homecoming theme out of items that we need. So this past homecoming, we had a TV themed homecoming, and so people would build structures like an actual TV out of boxes, macaroni, and cheese. So it's just a good way to get the campus involved, get them kind of aware of the items that we need, aware that we even have a food pantry at all. So that's probably what we're most proud of.
Awesome, thank you, Riley. So now let's go ahead and hear from Haley with the University of Arkansas Little Rock about their great program.
Thank you. Some innovations that ULR has done is we program events on campus to increase our pantry donations. So CLC, that's the Chancellor's Leadership Corps, and our departments will program events like dodgeball tournaments, we'll do talent shows, homecoming and Greek week, and donation drive-up to all increase the pantries that are part of the donations that are coming into our pantry. We set up these events and we open them to all the students, and we accept either small monetary donations or accept food items in return for them going to the event.
Fantastic. I think Riley and Haley shared some great different programming opportunities that are quite easy probably to replicate, because I know we have colleges of all sizes here today, and I think we kind of take some ideas and some inspiration from those that will let kind of see different campuses try those out. So now, kind of moving into a different little section, let's talk more about the innovative programs you have within for day-to-day operations. So I'll go ahead and let Haley share.
Okay, so some more day-to-day programming that we have is our pantry is completely online ordering. You will fill out an application using your name and TIN number, which is given on the application number. It comes through to our pantry and we fill the packages for you. We have everyone who works in the pantry sign privacy contracts to increase like the privacy that our users will get, which kind of combats the stigma and embarrassment that they may receive, things associated with using our food pantry. We also have anonymous and non-contact pickup. We pack our food boxes. It used to be for 3 days. Now it's for a full week, because we learned that instead of having the students come back with their school work schedules every 3 days for a food box, having it instead of for a week is better for their schedules as well for packing schedules. And then all orders are put out on the shelf outside of the pantry. so that they can come pick it up at any time that it's to their own convenience.
Thank you, Bailey. I think that brings up a really great amount of points about how privacy and data can be such an important part of what we do, and I really appreciate you sharing. So next we'll have Shania from Language College.
So our successes are the location of our pantry. That's the first. It's located in the main academic center of the campus, and it's in the center of our campus. We're a private HBCU, so we're not on a small campus. And so that main academic building called the Titus is where everyone comes to take their academic foundational classes. So like your math, your science, your writing classes, things of that nature, you're going to have to start at the Titus when you start at Calendar. Also, that's where our advisors are located for every division. So if you have to make your schedule, you have to come to the Titus. Also, if you want to get your mail from the bookstore, or you want to get things from the bookstore, it's located in the Titus. So the pantry is very convenient for students, and that just leads me to my second point is our pantry operation is another success for us. It's more convenient for students, like I said, it's ran by students. And so we're normally open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 2 times those days, but that's not limited to a student saying, hey, in your chat, I really need to get something out of the pantry. Coming to Ms. Ellis, hey, I need to get something out of the pantry. They're more than welcome to come in there and get something out of the pantry that they need in their rooms. Another benefit from our pantry operation is that, like I said, student-led. So it's supposed to be ran by honors, Greeks, athlete, cheer. Those type of students are the students that are supposed to be leading this pantry, because when students come to the pantry, we want them to feel like, you know, they're comfortable. Like the students that we see on campus, they're using the same resources that I'm using. We don't want them to feel judged or overwhelmed or like, you know, ashamed of coming to use the pantry, because it's at their disposal for that reason. Another is the process of our pantry operation is students are allowed to come into the pantry and choose as they would like. So we're not making the boxes, we're not watching what they get, we're not putting it, all we do at the end is put it in the bag for them very nicely, let them leave. Some students can let them get as little as they want or as more as they want. We've been that fortunate enough to have funding to allow us to do that. That leads to my last success is our pantry funding. We are funded through partnerships with our alumni, also with the food banks, and we're now starting to partner with outside community organizations and nonprofits, and that has allowed us to keep our pantry afloat and expand in another room in the Titus. So we've been very fortunate.
Thank you so much. I think that's really exciting how you're able to engage with such a broad variety group of volunteers, as well as have a strong funding base. So now we'll hear from Debbie from John Brown University.
So since our country is very new still, there's still something that we're still trying to work out. So one of the big successes that we've had is we recently were awarded a grant to have allowed us to move from like a little closet in one of our facilities to a bigger space where we can have shelves, and we use something called a refrigerator to offer more produce items and dairy items, just trying to fit all the pantries. And then we also, with that grant, we're able to have up something called meal cards. And so basically, we partner with a cafeteria on campus to where each meal card is scanned. So sometimes, like if your friends are going to the cafeteria, like you wanted to go too, but you couldn't pay for it, we would have the meal cards if you're staying late on campus, like during finals week, like we have meal cards that they can access, and so that they can go be on hot meal. We also have something called lockers. So this is new. This is actually one of my favorite options because we get a lot of married couples and a lot of students who work as well. And so sometimes they're like, hey, like I can't come during your office hours. Like, what can I do to get my my orders? So basically, we have these lockers where I put their order in, and so then we'll send them an email like, hey, this is your locker, and this is your locker confirmation, and then I give them instructions on how to open the locker, and so then they'll get their meals and they'll go on their way.
Awesome, thank you so much. I think it's really exciting to see the great programs and really intentional work that you guys have done to improve the accessibility of your programs, as well as just the incredible revenue you see in the short term. So now, let's hear from Samaya from University of Arkansas.
The Lions Cabinet Pantry has been obtaining more undergraduate students. We also have an outstanding number of volunteers for the Collegiate Forest Club to help out with the pantry, and also help with unloading the trucks and stocking the pantry each month. More students are getting the memo that we have a food pantry and that we provide more than just food. We also keep our food pantry in stock each month due to the vendors donated pantry such as the Arkansas Food Bank Delivery Truck, Very Few Short Saints Baptist Church located in Pantry, Arkansas, the UAPB Alumni Association, various individual alumni of the university, and various Saturdays down here donated to the pantry. We also have a vegetarian option for the people who don't eat meat, and we also have pre-packaged boxes, or you have the freezer to shop, whichever you choose.
Awesome. I think it's really exciting to see the great partnerships that we have. I really like that example that you provided about the Arkansas Food Bank, being able to get that great traffic that has not those good items as well. So now we transition to hear from Bree from the University of Arkansas.
So I could talk all day about the great things that our student board members and volunteers do, but I'll just highlight a few of my favorites. Similar to what Debbie shared, we also have lockers outside of our pantry, and that's been a development that happened in the past year, and we just expanded our mobile program in general, and those lockers allow our clients to come visit outside of our open hours, which can be very often, or sometimes students just don't want to be seen visiting the food pantry, and that stigma can really, have an effect on students' mental health and them bringing themselves to, admit that they need food assistance. So our lockers are really helpful in that manner. And similarly, we have mini pantries across campus. I think our current number is 14 mini pantries. And we partner with different departments or registered student organizations to put those together. So we have a highly trafficked one in our graduate student lounge. We fill that one every other week because students come and visit that mini pantry a lot as grad students, and we have them at different dorms or in different campus offices, and they really help students to receive food if we're closed or it's just closer. A second innovation or second success that we had was our homecoming food drive last semester. We do this every year for the past 5 or 6 years. We partner with just about every organization on campus we can. We go to Greek Life, we go to registered student organizations, we go to every group we can. And last year, we were able to bring in 37,000 items into our pantry, and that's just been a massive help, but it also helps us teach more people about the pantry and how we exist and what kind of services we offer and what food insecurity looks like in Fayetteville. And that leads me perfectly into our kind of third success I want to highlight was just our community engagements and partnerships. We have a lot of great ones. We partner with a lot of organizations for food drives. We have a great partnership with the Northwest Arkansas Food Bank, and we're able to get a grant from them to get a fridge in our front lobby. We get fresh produce and grocery recovered items from Whole Foods through a local nonprofit called Tricycle Farms. We even have a professor who offers bonus points to his class if they come and donate for a data project. And so our partnerships with everyone just really help us, and not only help students donate and give back time, but it also helps more students learn that they may be eligible for food. For example, we have a growing relationship with our international students and scholars office, and a lot of those students not only come to us for their needs, but then they also want to give back because the international students on our campus are amazing.
Thank you so much, Bree. I think it's really exciting to hear you representing homecoming drive as well as just a great success in your own team. So to kind of summarize this first little part, we heard from students who are executing these programs every day that engage with so many groups on campus, and they're really able to create those innovative operations to promote greater accessibility and rights to clients. And I know, especially today, it's really motivating to hear how strong of a volunteer base you all have and just how passionate that these students are, that they want to spend their free time giving back and working to better their campus and their community. I I think that's just really motivating. That's great. Looking forward. So next, I want to invite Katie from the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, to share more about the unique program that she helps run.
Yeah, so as I touched on before, Razorback Food Recovery is at every dining hall on our campus. At Fayetteville, there's 5 dining halls. And we engage about 40 volunteers a week. So the volunteers will go to the dining hall where we have a really great partnership with the dining provider. Originally, it was a little bit of a rocky relationship. The first students who started Razorback Food Recovery were just like so angry about all this food waste, like that should be feeding people. And then our dining provider was like, well, if you're going to be angry, then we're going to be angry. If you're angry, everyone was mad. So that's sort of when our parent organization, Bree and I are part of the same overarching group, the Volunteer Action Center. Those leaders kind of got involved and were like, you have a great idea, let's be collaborative. And so we developed a really collaborative partnership with our dining provider. And part of that great collaboration is thanks to an act called the Samaritan Act, which means that the dining providers, as long as they donate in good faith, that their food is safe. Even if somebody were to get like a stomach bug from it, they're not going to be held accountable. So once we established that our dining provider would be safe to donate the food, they were like much more willing to work with our students on that project. So our students go to the dining halls and get big cans of food. We get about 100 to 200 pounds of food a week. And it kind of depends on the dining hall. Some of they're in different locations and they serve different types of students throughout campus, so there's different food waste at each one. So there's about 100 to 200 pounds a week, and they're in huge vans, and we'll drive those out to the community. But thanks to our partnership with St. Paul's Episcopal Church, they gave us access to their Department of Health certified industrial kitchen, and that's been a game changer for us. So when they came in big pans, they're not really functional for families to like keep and use, and they're definitely not functional for students who are living in a dorm or who are on the go. So thanks to that partnership, we now take those cans of food and divide them up into a meal that will have ideally a protein, a starch, and a vegetable, so it's somewhat balanced. We seal those airtight and take them either to Full Circle Food Pantry to go to their clients, or we stop actually a community fridge inside a dormitory, so students have direct access without actually having to go out of their home. And that usually could be people over a weekend when the dining halls at different hours, when your meal spikes are used up, because we all know we eat more than 10 meals a week. So that's been a great resource for them. Alright,
Thank you so much, Katie. I think the really big highlight of that program is just how innovative it is and just the opportunity for growth across colleges across the state. So this also kind of helps us transition to our next topic for the campus day. So we're going to be hearing more about what each campus is currently working on and how they hope to grow and expand their programs in the future. So I'll invite Debbie from Shania Thompson to go first.
So we are currently working on spreading more awareness to our campus. I still get students who come in and are like, I didn't know about this, like, I've been to you since August, but like they still don't like know that they're here. And so that's something I'm working on, like hanging posters. I just have postcards made. So I like hand them out at events or during orientation. That's really good because we still get some years well from them. I'm also working on partnering with local dentist office to donate toothpaste, floss, and toothbrushes. And I think as much as food health is important, so is oral health. And they also, sometimes they have their logo on them, so I think that's like really good advertising for them. And then we're also working on wanting to gain more donations, because we are a donations-based pantry. So I wanted to partner with local pantries or local churches or even local businesses on just being able to donate more, because if I can, if we can get more donations, and we can open up the pantry to more people. So even international students or our local students, or just anybody who's in need of.
I think that's really great, and I think those are a lot of us are ready and excited to see them in the future. So now let's go ahead and have Kaylee with the University of Arkansas.
A couple of things that the UNR Pantry is working on is having consistent donations. We have a lack of variety of food in our pantry, and getting our students to really utilize our pantry. So, because our pantry is donation-based, we do have issues with keeping our shelves stocked, because it is dependent on the community and campus to donate food items to the pantry to make it back out to people in need. We would also like to find a creative way to help our students overcome comparison and stigma of like using a food pantry, having people know that they're using a pantry, or find ways to maybe keep it more discreet so that they feel comfortable coming into that environment and utilizing the pantry. And lastly, we would like to find a way to increase the amount of variety of food in our pantry that would be more inclusive to people with food allergies or diets for religious reasons or desires and
So thank you so much. And now we'll hear from Shania with Williams State College.
So at Williams College, we're working on Panther knowledge, like just informing our students of the way the process works. It's easy to like see a flyer or see some dashboard passing by the academic building, but still be confused on how it works. Because you're just hearing it for hearsay or you're just seeing it with your eyes. But we really want our students to understand how it works and why it's a benefit at our campus, because some institutions don't have a pantry for their students. Some people up here have said that it runs based on their meal plans, and that's just not how our pantry works. So being that our pantry is more convenient for students, we want them to get that and understand it. We're also working on participation and volunteering being more consistent. A lot of times it can be super high at the beginning or during breaks like Thanksgiving, Christmas, just when people need volunteer hours. But we want it to be more consistent so it can become a sense of normalcy at our school. Just like it's normal to go to a basketball game, it's normal to go to the caf. We want it to be normal to just stop at the pantry when I need something instead of going to Walmart or going to Walgreens. I can go to my pantry in the science building. Last, we are working on space. So we are expanding, and so like I said, we're a private, small HBCU, so those classrooms are needed for academic reasons, but we just want to make sure we have the space and the support to build space for the extra donations that we get, and just make it look presentable. We don't want to just crammed in a room or just sitting in a room waiting, but we want people, if they want to stop by, our partners that are partnering with us. We are all about presentation. So we just want the extra room where we're stocking food to look presentable and have somewhere to be other than crammed in one room where students still have to come in there to shop. We don't want it to be overwhelming as they look for what they need, but we want things to be more clear, more precise. Those are the things we're working on.
Awesome, thank you so much. And now I'll invite Risha from the University of Arkansas to share.
So, thank you. Our primary goal for our food pantry is to increase the number of undergraduate students to visit our pantry and to use the free items for their advantage. Students may not feel comfortable with coming to our food pantry due to them not wanting to be seen by other students or feeling ashamed. Me personally, I do use the food pantry myself because I am a single mother to a 4-year-old girl, and I work 12-hour shifts in the emergency department. And the food pantry is useful for me, and I do have students who come to me and let me know that the food pantry is for you, it's not for us. And I have to let them know it's not just for me, it's for you all, youth. And we have everything. We have no problem keeping our pantry stocked because it's fully stocked every twice a month. we just need more undergraduate students to make use of those items. And I do know that some diabetic students, we do have diabetic students on our campus who may not consume the food that is offered, and they don't know about the food pantry. And so what we're working on is to send out more emails and print more flyers around campus and in the dormitory, because we do have a campus bulletin that gets sent out, but like myself, our campus bulletin gets sent through the junk mail instead of the primary email where it needs to be sent. And so students can actually see that the pantry is open and that we can have more of them to come to our pantry, and to give out a survey on choices that they want to see the pantry to offer on our campus and what the students feel like they lack, and to better decrease the hunger issues we face on campus.
So thank you so much. And next we'll invite Riley with Arkansas State University to share.
So we share some similar problems I think most universities do, which is that stigma and raising awareness. We also like to increase the accessibility to our food pantry. It's about a mile from the center of campus, and it was put there intentionally to kind of give that anonymous quality to it, so that it's not right down in the middle of campus. Nobody's going to see you using the pantry if you don't want that. But it kind of came with an unintended consequence of accessibility, because there's not a clear designated sidewalk to the food pantry. It's on a dirt road. It's easy to miss. And especially for those students who may not have access to transportation or a vehicle, they have to walk that mile to the pantry and walk a mile back with their heavy groceries. So something that we're just trying to work on is to increase accessibility, maybe get a transport system there, get a sidewalk and a sign. And then also just decrease that stigma of using it, because we are open, we are here for our students. And we'd also love to implement a food recovery program to maybe get some fresh food. Like I said, we have canned and boxed goods as well as frozen items, and of course those are very beneficial and very helpful, very needed. But we would love to implement some fresh food so that our clients can have more of a well-balanced diet.
So thank you so much. And finally, we'll hear from Bree at the University of Arkansas.
So, similar to just about everyone on this stage, we struggle with all of the same things, stigma being one of them. And stigma is something that any food insecure individual experiences, even outside of college campuses, but I do think it is slightly different on a college campus, because a lot of students believe, oh, I'm in college, it's expected of me to live on the ramen diet, you know? And then a lot of them believe that there are people that need it more, and they don't understand, or they just don't know that we're just here for them. Like, we are here to serve as many and everyone that needs it. We see food insecurity as a spectrum, and that's just kind of a perspective that we have, and not every student on a campus will understand that. And then we're also struggling with awareness. A lot of our undergraduate students are not aware that we exist, or they do feel the stigma, and so they don't want to visit. We're working on both of those issues. We've recently installed a mural on the side of our pantry to kind of help students know that we're here. It has our mission statement on it. It's beautiful, covered. It's food items. And we're trying to associate that image with our pantry and put that image around campus, so that students, or curious students, will look into us more. And then a third struggle we're really working towards is just having more fresh food in the pantry. A lot of our clients, the ones that do come visit us, they receive the non-perishable food, and then the meals that we get from RFR and any grocery recovery food we get, but that can sometimes be inconsistent, and sometimes the food may be close to expiration, and they don't get that same quality of food that we all have the privilege of going and buying from the grocery store. And when we want to provide nutritious food to our clients, we don't want to just send them away with only canned goods. That's not very sustainable for a healthy life. And so we're really working on getting more fresh produce in consistently to provide that for our clients.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I think Bree is being very proud of really summarizing the same points that were reflected all across the panel today. Just about how the fight against the stigma is an ongoing process and just trying to expand that outreach and awareness. Kind of as we touched on in that first panel, these pantries are resources for all students. There's no level of qualification. Everybody should be able to use this resource freely as they need. I think we also heard about how there is a need for some additional funding to be really able to scale these programs, to be able to grow them, to meet the increasing need of students. And then we also talked about the need for more consistent sources of donation. So almost all of our pantries are donation-based by having food drives, but being able to provide more consistent services to clients and to students, and just in addition to having that funding to buy those fresh items that you might not be able to get through donation drives. I know a big thing is really also expanding that access to more fresh foods, but with that you need the infrastructure of having those fridges and freezers, just trying to really also expand that offering to reflect dietary restrictions. So I'll go ahead and have the panel share a little bit the pantries that do have those fridges and freezers, how that can kind of help you expand your operations, what it is.
I can kind of speak on this. So we're definitely blessed to have a fridge and a freezer unit. Especially with the freezer component, this kind of works for college students in particular who may just have access to a microwave and not really an oven. So microwavable frozen foods are good, like hot pockets, that kind of thing. And then also the fridge is there in case we ever do get fresh food. That's always a benefit, and that's just important. And then our spring break boxes and our Thanksgiving break boxes, we wouldn't have been able to provide families with a whole frozen turkey or a whole frozen ham had we not had that freezer. So we're definitely blessed, but it's really an important component to providing a well-balanced meal.
Similar to H8, we also have fridges in our pantry, and that helps us keep fresh items in there as well, but it also helps us keep meals that people can take back to their living quarters. And I think a lot of students on our campus can't always afford a mini fridge or can't always afford to be expected to have the essentials in their room to use those. But lucky for our residential buildings, like our ROC and our Pantry Village, they come with common areas where you can use those appliances according to the rules and regulations, but you can use those items in the pantry and know that you have somewhere where you actually are living at to warm up your food and hold your milk if you're not coming to college with the support of having a mini fridge or having space in your room for those items. And that has been very convenient for our students.
And I'll add to that, having fridges and freezers and therefore being able to provide fresher or even frozen food adds another level of dignity to our clients who visit the pantry. They aren't just picking up cans, which we all know is a stereotypical image of, a food pantry. But it allows them to pick up more items, and we're fortunate enough to have a very large freezer, and it allows us to store as much frozen food as we can fit in there. And so we do holiday baskets, similar to some of the other food pantries, where around Thanksgiving and around Christmas we provide a full meal, and that includes a whole frozen turkey or ham. And so the freezers help by allowing us to be able to do that. We provide about 125 of those baskets each holiday, and that can make the difference for a lot of families on campus, save some money, and just provides them a full meal. And then recently we received sort of a market-style fridge from an agency capacity grant at our local food bank. And it's like those market styles where you just reach in and take whatever you'd like, and then you would go and check out. But the difference is we put it in our lobby, and our clients they don't have to check in or check out to receive any of those items. It's right there by our door. So we're able to display a lot more of our fresh food there, and a lot more of it is taken. And they also don't feel any pressure to limit how much they take. They can take as much as they like. And yeah, just add some dignity for when they visit the food pantry.
And for Razorback food recovery, like we couldn't really operate without a refrigerator. So like if anyone's interested in like seeing if that is okay on your campus, you're pretty much gonna have access to a refrigerator. Because if like food is at room temperature for too long, then it's no longer safe, and like that's just no food safety act. So a refrigerator is pretty necessary for any food recovery program.
Thank you so much. I think that really surprised quite a bit to help these programs grow as well. So kind of just to close out the panel to summarize, we heard from representatives across the state of 6 different colleges today share about the great programs that they're executing on their campuses that are aimed to fight hunger. They share their fantastic innovations and great programs that they're running, as well as their inspiring vision for the future and just how they are hoping to expand and grow their programs. And I really hope that you all today are able to take inspiration from some of the things the panelists shared and implement them back onto your campuses and your programs. As we learned in the first panel today, hunger is a large issue. It is a complex issue and it can seem very daunting and overwhelming. But we also learned in this panel that hundreds, if not thousands, of students across Arkansas are dedicated to fighting against hunger and being able to really pour their time and efforts to better the lives of those around them. And at the end of the day, hunger is solvable, but we can't do this alone. We need help, and we are so excited to partner and work with the state government to really improve food security and better the lives of all our campuses across the state. So now I want to give it up for our fantastic panelists for today. So now we're going to go ahead and open up the question and answer section. So if you don't mind, just raise your hand. We'll turn it over to you with the mic.
Good afternoon, and I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for sharing all that you've done in your efforts and your hearts, and also to the first panel that shared their stories. So I actually wanted to ask you all have in common your college students, and you're addressing hunger. So I heard a lot about on-campus students and commuters, so I feel that we're leaving out online students, and I say that because I completed my bachelor's degree at UALR online, and I actually lived in Hope County. So had I experienced food insecurity, it would have been acceptable for me to come to UALR to actually get that food, but I did live about 15 minutes from Arkansas Tech University. So is it something that you all would consider putting your giving hearts and brains and the funds behind to kind of have an inter-food program for college students from other schools to be able to go to their local colleges to get their food started?
I can kind of start on that. I think that's a great point that you bring up, and I think a lot of these programs are really aimed to try to make them as accessible as possible. And I know that was my kind of great benefit today, being able to network and being able to get all of these different colleges together to really learn more from each other and being able to share about the past resources and programs. And I think that's something going forward, I am excited to be able to work with other colleges, to be able to develop more of this network in this community, so that way any college student can access these resources, whatever is most convenient to them. Our panelists have anything else to share?
Like I had mentioned, I am a rehabilitation services major, and that major is online only. And others who are also in a major along with me, who are under the School of Education, we are also allowed to come on campus to access the food pantry as well, if that's what you have.
And I'll also say I would love to do that. We've never encountered that, or we've just never thought about that issue of online students also needing food services. Normally, if you have a non-U of A affiliate business, we refer them to other food pantries or community kitchens locally, but we've never had an interaction with an online student who maybe from a different university. But I know that we would love to set that up, because at the end of the day, student, and even if they're not a student, like we just want to provide food to people. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
Any other questions?
First of all, that was an amazing point, and I'm going to take it back to my pantry. I'm Takima, and I'm representing National Park College, what we call the Food Pantry. And my question for the panel is, I noticed many of you use statistical data, detailed demographics. How do you plan to approach alleviating that need within those demographics?
So our data was based on like the incoming students that we had. At the beginning, I shared to be like, I only have the right numbers. I shared that at Philander, about 860 of our current students, of course, are coming from poverty for families below the poverty rate line. So we're taking that into consideration during times where it's time for them to go back to their families. And just to make sure I'm answering correctly, you're asking how we are addressing it?
Yes, ma'am. I see that they're like broken down into races and different demographics like that. I want to know, how do you plan to help those students to feel comfortable, or how do you plan to alleviate their needs?
So we partner with the churches. So most of our students are sometimes natives of Little Rock, and most of the time during those breaks they stay on campus or they stay in Little Rock. So we partner with community churches and also just other nonprofits as well, where during those times they have access to our pantry during those breaks, and also they can take with them when we know they're about to go back and not be necessarily under the school's care, and we know the kind of like settings they're probably going to go in, they're going to fall back into that line of food insecurity. So that's the time when our pantry is most open. Sometimes we can be open like all day or 3 times a day, because we know that we're going to be a flood of students that's going to leave. But we also know that during those times that some students are staying and might need access, particularly during those.
I think another great point, so as you probably seen on a lot of the research posters today, and it's talked about on the first panel, there are these disproportionate impacts. I think a big thing that I feel like a lot of campuses are doing are being very intentional with their outreach efforts, making sure to partner with different organizations to really reach all students of all diverse backgrounds, being very intentional with getting the word out and partnering with them and making sure they understand it's a resource for all students, and making sure that the students, the volunteers working there are reflective of the entire student body as well, to make it as welcoming and as comforting as a space it can be.
Thank you for answering that. I have one other follow-up question. Do you think breaking down into specific demographics could further stigmatize the students?
Well, we don't do, that's why we don't at Belinda have like these systems where you have to, it's based off of your meal plan or it's based off of your income. That's why our pantry doesn't work like that because of that. If it's your first time at the pantry, of course, there's a form you fill out just so we can know who we're serving at our school. But other than that, we try to build those lines so we unbiased can serve everyone at our institution.
Thank you.
And I think another good point with that is there's lots of different requirements and different grants that are received or different partners to be able to provide that data for the reporting. So I think it might kind of be necessary at some points, just in that initial registration, so that we're able to kind of evaluate who we're serving and see if there's different groups that we are not reaching, so that way we can be more intentional with those outreach efforts.
If I could also add, we also just do it, you come fill out a sheet with some information, and then that information stays with us. We also don't ask certain questions, as long as you're affiliated with the University of Arkansas, you're being asked to come visit. And we keep that data to ourselves, but we do use it to make strategic decisions. Like, for example, we noticed that we had more international students coming and using our major services, so we're using that data to intentionally go purchase different cultural foods to meet their needs. It's maybe different spices or just expanding what groceries we purchase from. But I would say it doesn't add to the stigma just because we don't release that information instead of just trying to use it to decrease the stigma of visiting our country.
And I think we have time for one last question.
Thank you. T.D. Hunt from UAPB. As a member of the Arkansas Food Bank, we are required to get at least an email and phone number. And I've heard some pantries saying that they don't collect any identifying information. And the reason the Arkansas Food Bank requires that is that if there's something that they deliver to us or that we pick up from them that is recalled, we have a way to send out that information. So if you don't collect that information, how do you inform your pantry clientele if something has been recalled?
I can kind of speak on that. So we don't have a partnership with our Northeast Arkansas Food Bank. We would love to form one, but the problem that we have is we don't really have the access to it. We don't have a truck to get all those goods. So we don't record any information except their student ID and then just how many households we serve and how many individuals we serve. A lot of the canned goods and box goods that we do have, we make sure as we're putting them on the shelves that they aren't expired. And then we also just inform our clients, if we ask them to include any dietary restrictions they have or any allergies and things like that. But we just don't have a partnership with the food bank, so we don't include that information.
So, like I said, when they come for the very first time to our pantry, they have to sign in. So that's and then their identification information, so their name, their student ID, and that's why we have directors at our pantry, because our director is also the president of Academic Affairs. So she has access to that type of information. So when we work with the food bank and we do have those instances that come up, we haven't, but if it were to happen, that's where she would step in as our director to just get that out. And also, we communicate with our students through our Panther newsletter. So that's kind of where all our news information is. And like I said, we're a private school HBCU, so we have a chat where the whole student body is, and it's very utilized for situations that pop up on our campus. That's the fastest way to get it to somebody, because you have access to all the students where you can direct message somebody, or you can publicly let it be known to look out for these certain issues or these certain problems, and that's just how we would handle it, because we are very cautious about that. So when we're putting out items, when we're unloading things, that's where our directors come in to help us as students run the pantry, to make sure that what we're presenting to our student body is quality food, is quality items.
So for us, when you fill out a form, it's an online Google form, and so we just have you fill out your name and then your ID number, and then myself and then my director are the only ones that see that. And so when it comes to recall items, usually, so last month I went through all of the items I have in the pantry, and I installed each expiration date, so that planning ahead and planning for the future, I buy things that expire any year, instead of buying stuff in May, because we also have a budget that we have to go through. So instead of buying stuff in May that will expire in August, right when everything's come back, we buy stuff in May that can expire in January when we already went through a whole semester. And so I'm just really on wanting to look at expiration dates, and if there's something that is expired, I try my team, so every day I'm looking at what's expired, and I have a whole Excel sheet full of dates and items.
Yeah, thank you all again. And I just wanted to say one last thing to our panelists.
We're going to give everybody a second to get a drink while we're setting up for the next panel. I want to thank Ben and all of the students who did a fantastic job. So, thank you.